Hello, good people. How is everyone today? Let me make sure I got this turned up. Well, I hope y'all can hear me. Okay. All right. I believe it's working. Well, the God wants me to get on here and let y'all know who I am for real. I thought I said it the other day, but in case I didn't, I am the first God and the last God from royal bloodline, the divine. Actually, I wrote the divine, and I will be co-creating with God on a number of things for low-income families. We gotta change it up out here. It hasn't changed since I've been here. It hasn't changed at all. It's gonna be a whole new way of doing things for them, and a whole new definition and a whole new name. We're gonna bring them to the center and not left behind. You know, yeah, that. And honestly, let me speak on something because it's been on my mind heavy. Last year, I believe it was last year. Last year, maybe if it wasn't last year, it was the year before last. It was a summer day, burning up. When I say burning up, it was burning up, right? So my daughter tells me that they announced on the radio that they were giving out, shoes for the kids for school. So I was like, okay, yeah, well, I'm gonna go down there and see what they got. It's in Baltimore now, and I can't remember the location. I would have to think about that. But I do remember it was DTLR. That I know. And I don't know if they was even in on it or whatever. I'm not speaking on it to say that. What I'm speaking on it for is because it was wrong. The way they did things was so wrong. We stayed in, we was in the hot beaming sun standing there for hours. The line was wrapped out there. And they would come out and they say, we got something for all of y'all. Don't worry about it. And I'm like, okay, so I took a lady, the grand lady, I took her little grandchildren up the tree to pee and all that kind of stuff. And okay, now I sees a guy that my daughter know. He came up with my daughter and them in that generation or whatever. He's a police officer. So they had them out there. They were over there by the fence. I don't know if he saw. I don't think he saw me, but I saw him. And so I'm looking, I'm just looking, I got a feeling. I had a feeling, and I just got to look. I'm like, what's going on here? Something, there's nowhere in the world they got something for every last kid out here. And especially not when they did what I saw being done, y'all. Let me tell you right now, it's sad because I'm just peeping everything. I'm sitting back and I see a van just pull in, right? Pulled in, and it had like sheets, covers, blankets, or whatever on the back windows of the van. Okay. Now I could see the little guy that I told you that I know. I could see the little guy. He just looked unsettled. And I would have been too. He looked unsettled and pretty much turned his back to the situation, like literally turned around and looked that way while his counter, you know, what they call it, the co-workers was steady facing this way. The van pulled up in like the driveway part of it or whatever, right? I seen it was a church. It was a church van. They terrible, man. But anyway, I seen them come and get boxes. I'm talking about a box with boxes of tennis shoes in the boxes, and they took them and they put them in a church van. Everything is covered up, but I seen it all. And I was like, wow. I told my daughter, I said, that don't make no sense. And I saw your friend, he was there. I said, he ain't like it. Because I seen him turn around and he was like, it was unsettling to him because he leaned over the fence and he was just like this, like, and I was like, wow. And I see it go down. So check it out. Now remember, they said it was gonna be something for everybody that's standing there. Now imagine being out there for 4 hours in the dead beating sun, nothing to drink or anything, waiting. When they say you got enough for all of them, and you get up there, y'all, and it's all the church must have gave them old shoes. and took the new shoes. My right hand to God. I couldn't believe it. And I stayed in that line. So I said, I'm getting up here to this table. I want to see what's going on. But that's what I saw. And it was like one pair of something that I would allow my son to wear. It was new. And I was glad to see that it was something after me standing in there that he could fit. And so it was Saucony's. And I was like, okay, well, let's go then. And I told my daughter this. I said, don't ever call me again. Don't call me again and tell me about nothing they got going on getting away for free in Baltimore City because I can't do it. Dirt. Stood out there all in that heat like that and to get up there and if you could have just seen the shoes. They didn't even fit kids. It was like dress shoes curled up. How could you even how could you go back to the church and like that? I mean, live with that. I wasn't even doing my videos at this time, so it had to be the summer before last because I would have spoke on it then. I know where I was at, but I don't remember what the church was or anything like that. But that was just messed up. They shouldn't do that. They shouldn't do stuff like that. And so that's why I'm here, and that's why I've awakened to these situations that's going on out here, and they doing so wrong against the people that really, really need the help. You know, I thought that our president said he's for America. You know, he worries about America first. But see, we got wars and stuff going on over there, but we got to fund and build them back up and stuff like that. Well, let me tell you like this. It's going to be a change up around here. And I'm going to tell you, if I'm going to die trying, I'm going to tell you that because it's got to change for my people, all low income people, because I lived it. I lived it. Might not look like it to people, but I lived it. I depended on them programs and stuff at once upon a time. Yeah. And it hasn't changed at all. I can maybe the housing is a little I think they're a little bit maybe they might be the best of them all. As far as I can see. The housing office or whatever, their programs seem to be okay to me. Yeah, they're good. But that social services and SNAP and yeah, it got to be changed. And I got it all written. I got the blueprint. It's ready to go. And this is one thing I want to ask somebody somewhere somehow, Mr. President, Mr. Mayor, Mr. Governor, somebody, can we do something for these low income kids this summer, please? I have a program put into place that I want to roll out. Okay. I want to really start it this summer for these kids from, I say 11 to 18. Because my son is big enough. He's 12 now, but yeah, that's what I say. I say that they need to branch off from the parent. Let the parent keep what they got. Don't change nothing. Don't take nothing away. You don't have to add nothing, don't take nothing away. Actually, yeah, we want to switch the whole thing around. Not TCA. Leave that alone. I to be honest with you, they have to be disabled to not be able to work or do what they did. Maybe it stems from all of the stuff that we've been through, and for them not to be able to work or whatever. So let them get the disability. Like I receive with my son. He gets his own, I get my own. That would be better off for them. And the children that are under that age I'm speaking of, get it with them, the parent and the child. Now, as far as the other kids, I believe that they should get my son gets a little bit more, but I guess they go off of your work credits or whatever. But anyway, the children 11 to 18 needs to get their own little card. I believe they need to get $500 a month. 250 every 2 weeks. However they want to get it. But that's what they should get. And they also should get their own SNAP benefits. 200 to 300 a month. That's what I think they should have. And I wanted to start it this summer. Get these kids off the street from going out here, robbing, stealing, killing, and fighting, and all that kind of stuff. And start up the community centers that I want built up in these neighborhoods, all these abandoned houses that's running all around and running down. Build up some community centers for the kids so they can get some skills that they can move along and come out in society once they finish school and be able to sustain a life on their own. And then at the end of high school, because I'm telling you, you're going to lose your benefits if you don't go to school. And then after school, you have to come to the community center to do whatever you need to do, whether it's financial literacy, a program you want to take up, construction, or whatever have you. I don't know where the world is going, but just have it in there for them to learn. And then we're going to need the people in there that's going to set it up for the kids every day after they come after school. And then, they have a little van to take them home in the evening to pick them up from the school if it's not really close by. We could do that. It could be like 2 or 3 on east, 2 or 3 on west. Oh, I forgot. I never been south for nobody. Anyway, it needs to be around here because the houses are there sitting there for nothing. You selling them for $1 or whatever. Hey, you build it up, 4 walls. Come on now. Build it up for the kids so they can get off the streets. They can eat, have a meal there, have somebody there to cook them, get a stipend to the people that's there running the little community centers or whatever. But this is what. So I hear this. I'm on blast right now. I'm gonna just cut in and say this real quick. Let me say this, okay? I don't know what you're thinking, what you kid, what you're saying, or whatever, but I'm gonna say like this. There's something that I want. I wanted to start that program for the kids this summer. How quick can you do it, Mr. President? Can you get the people in place and get these cards for the kids and start this? Because I wanted the kids to have a trip every summer to an amusement park. Each side, different time, different day, because it might overload the parks or whatever, because you got the regular people that come. I want that for them. And also the community centers open in the summertime during the day, Fridays off, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's that. We can think about on the weekend or whatever later, but right now, that's what they need to do. So once they come out of school, they go into the center to learn, to obtain information, be able to retain the information that could send them off into the world. It's better to learn stuff hands on. It really is. I like to learn that way. I mean, I can do it anyway with your how, but they might need hands on. To teach them how to manage their money. I didn't get that. I didn't. They knew about credit and all that. I didn't. I thought cash was the best, and I kept it. So, but it wasn't. Anyway, and yeah, that's a start. Yeah. Print it. Do what you got to do. Just give it to them because I also say so where they store all this money, these dollar bills and all that. That's all ripped up or dirty or whatever. They don't put into play. Dude, use that for the kids. Use that, and then find a way to change what their TCA to Social Security disability. That could be in place of reparations. What you think? I think. But yeah. So yeah. It has to be. It has to change. It's no change. How you think the morale is going to be up? It's not. Everybody's doing the same thing. They're going around the same daggone hamster wheel. All you see is them just standing around outside doing nothing. Or they out there selling cars, and that's another thing. They can get their permit and stuff through the community center with the driving school. We got to do something different. They used to have them when I was younger. They used to have the Rex. My cousins and I was in Harford County at the time, but they used to go to the Rex. What happened? Why did they take them away? I don't understand. You already took the fathers, and then you took away the Rex, and you took away the camps, and what is going on out here? I was sitting back thinking like, what? I've been thinking about these programs and all that kind of stuff, but I just got to thinking about what happened at that summer thing. And then about the rats and I'm hot. I'm getting hot. It's just sad. It needs to change out here for real. Oh, and like I was gonna say, so like I said, I wanted them to have a little trip this summer and possibly put their program into play. I think it can happen quick. I don't know what would be stopping it, but so if you guys out there are trying to court me and you want to figure out how and what I may like or what I would want to do, there you go. I want the kids, the low income kids, to go on a trip this summer from my city. That's what I want. I'm good on everything else, but that's what I would want. So join me on that. Let's put that together for the kids in my city. East and West, low income. That's what I want to do. But in the meantime, in between time, y'all get together, president, governor, mayor, whoever, call me up, send a call for me. We can talk it out and put it into play. I'll do what I gotta do to figure out how to do. You can get the cards, get them loaded, and give them to the kids. But of course, they're going to show that they're really low income. Of course, however we do that, maybe we could use social service for that because they have documentation of who is and who isn't. So, yeah, I don't want to do. I'm gonna get them out the streets and start building up these tearing down these abandoned houses and building up the community centers because it don't take much. If they can do a house in a day online, they can do that. Classrooms, four walls, kitchen, just get it together. I don't need to procrastinate. Why? I can just say, do it, get it done, get the people that know how to do it. I got all the ideas and the visions. I just need the help. The backing, God backing me, but I can't do it by myself. So, yeah. Yeah. So he wanted me to announce who I am. And I don't know why y'all be trying to go up against me. And all I'm doing is trying to make the world better and make it better for our people. I don't know why y'all will fight up against that. Because you worrying about the wrong shit. You worrying about taking the money and all that and just keeping it for yourself, cuffing it. You can't get $1 out here if y'all. You would, I know for sure you wouldn't be worrying about this kind of stuff. That's why he chose me. That's why they chose me. That's why the ancestors chose me because they knew my heart. And baby, the ones that came up against me or tried to, I guarantee you that ain't on your list of number one list of things to do. I guarantee you that. You wouldn't do that. Half of you would be in the store trying to change tags. Yeah, cookie crook. Change tags and try to go buy something like that. But no. Anyway. That's how I'm feeling today. That is how I'm feeling. Yeah, because if I did, if I had transportation out there right now, I'd probably be banging on the doors of whoever, governor, mayor, president. I'm telling you, don't get me started when I got something I want to get done. I'm telling you, God, for God said He is backing me, and it is going to be done. Okay, that's why I'm here. That's why I woke up. That's why they woke me up. They woke me up to make it happen. I'm telling you, y'all know, y'all knew I was coming. I just didn't know. Nobody tell me nothing. Shoot, got these people all under spells and everything all their life. What kind of crap is that? I never know. Y'all are terrible with that one. Let's see. When people can't think for themselves, you controlling them like a puppet. You're wrong for that one. For real, for real. That's why they turn these people up out here. They messing with me. I don't know what to tell y'all. But it's over now. It's over now. I told you. Told you. Told you. I want to say this because it's on my heart. I said I wasn't going to say this. I really said I wasn't going to talk about this. But I have to. Because it's going to just eat me alive if I don't. And I need to say this. Even though when I asked, you said you didn't even look at the video. And then at that time, it was like 30 of them on there. I couldn't believe I didn't have your support. I couldn't believe you didn't care. I couldn't believe I couldn't get eye contact from you. I couldn't believe you was carrying your place down there like that. And for you to think that your mother can't see, baby, you was changing on me. Crush me. Crush me. You're the only one. You're the only one. Crush me. I'm tell you like this. It ain't a soul out here that I would ever want to be in this life without. It was always you. I put you before anything. I did the best I could at that age, girl. I didn't even let you go through what they put me through. I didn't leave you out here to fend for yourself. I didn't leave you out here to do nothing on your own. And when I couldn't do whatever couldn't do back when I was younger, I more than enough made up for when you got older. And it wasn't even my responsibility anymore. And for you to cross me like that shit hurts, girl. It hurts. Not once did you even call me and ask me, "Ma, you need some help on mine, this, mine." Nothing. Nothing. And you think I don't know? I seen it all, Maya. I seen it all. You don't not call me. You don't not just fall off like that. And the disrespect of it, I want to know how long you knew that I didn't know. Because it's things you was saying, and then the fights, and then God told me saying, "You want to know about your daughter?" It was crickets. It's like to say, "You right? How you feeling?" It hurts. It really did. And it's sad because I'm so loyal. I'm so loyal to you, if nobody else. And it hurts me. It kills me that I got to turn my back on you. It's so eats me up that I got to let you go. Oh, God is not going to let me be disobedient. I watched you do things to me and you never came back and said, "I'm sorry," or apologize. We would get back into each other's company, but you never said you were sorry to the thing, to the way you did me or talked to me or anything like that. It's crazy. It is. Other than that, I don't give about nobody else. I don't care about them. And Daddy, you too. You too. And I asked you, told you, I couldn't help you if you don't tell me the truth. And you tell me, don't categorize me with them people. Well, who are you? You ain't no different. Because your little text messages and all that just fell off. And then I said to you, "Well, is you my father?" You said, "Yeah." Well, I was at one time. And I'm like, "Well, what the heck does that mean?" I don't know if the phone dropped or what happened, but I ain't heard from you again since. And I had love for you the most because you was there for me. And Vonnie, you was there for me when I was that 13-year-old girl out there that didn't have nothing for us. And you taught me some things. And Gina, there when it mattered, I would have always looked out for y'all. But y'all, I don't know about Gina, but you, Vonnie, that's messed up. That's why you was giving me the pocketbooks and the boots and stuff, cursing them. You think I don't know? Crazy, y'all. Y'all crazy for that one. Telling you. Like I'm stingy. Like I wouldn't share. Like you just want to take everything from me. Everything. Don't want me to have shit. That shit is crazy to me. Crazy to me. Mm. 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 What happened to my sister? Where's my sister at, Daddy? Where's she at? You're not telling me where she at, and I think something wrong with her. Where's she at? Something not right. Somebody did something to my sister. I could feel it. Perpetual. That one. Pat. I want to know where she at before I get somebody to find her. I'm going to end it now, y'all. Talk to y'all later. Love you good people out there.